Hello and welcome to this video. Now, have you ever wondered about the general lives of your ancestors? I know we know lineage and we put 6,000 people in our tree or whatever the number is, but where did they live? We may know the town, but what about the street? Where was the church? What did we see when they looked out their door? What were their challenges? Was there pollution? Was there crime? To add that vital context to your family story, you have to research towns and locations. So within this video, I'll look at 5 different ways to add that story to your family story. For each of the ones we'll look at, I'll either have the URL on the website itself or I'll put it on the screen, and it will also be in the comments below. But before we get started, I really would like your help in subscribing to my channel and liking this video. It really does help. So okay, let's get started with the first website. And this is where we're going to start on GenUki, which is one of the first areas I started to use my research. Now this is based on all the British Isles and Ireland, and it's by location, and it gives an overview of each parish, which is a city, part of a city or a township area. And in this video I'll be looking at a city called Hull, which is in the East Riding of Yorkshire, for all the videos, so we can compare what's available. We're going to England, and we select that county, which is the East Riding, and now I get a list of the parishes, and here is Hull. 3 parishes within Hull, but we'll just look at the main one. And this is the beauty of GenUki. It gives an overview, and each area will have slightly different information. It's a volunteer originated information on this kind of website, so different people have put this together. And here on Hull we've got a lot of information about churches, directories, gazetteers, which is always a great thing to look at, which will give you a lot of the small holdings and people who had occupations in the city. History, so I can look at, in fact, the History Centre, research guides for Hull, and that will come up right now. So a list of research guides for the city of Hull, maps, all kinds of things. So this is a great area for you to start looking at your location, getting a little bit of feel for what's available. Some of it will help you track down your ancestors, like that one to the Hull History Centre or the gazetteers or directories, but others will just give you a feel for the area that you're looking at. So this is the first stop that I would take. Now we'll go to FamilySearch, and FamilySearch is a huge site, so we won't look at the actual records and the genealogy. We'll look at the research wiki, which is on the research wiki, and this is the home page. And now we need to get to Hull, which is the city I'm researching. So if I go to Europe, England, and the county of Yorkshire, an overview of Yorkshire here, and then we'll go to the parishes that we did before. So we'll look at the East Riding of Yorkshire parishes. And we see a number of entries for Hull. The 3 entries, St Mark's there twice for some reason. But if I go to Hull, now we can start seeing it looks very much like GenUki, but with different information. So this is why it's important to pull information from a variety of sources. So a bit about the history, church records. But this is really part of FamilySearch that's important. It tells me what information is available online and where I can get it. So baptisms, marriages and burials gives a great information, shows you where it's available, a lot available on Ancestry and Finding the Past. Gives some other information about other websites we can go to, occupation, probate records, maps, some really good stuff. So now I have GenUki and we have FamilySearch, which gives me an overview from a genealogical point of view of the city I'm looking at. So let's look at the city through a map now and go to a different website. Now the National Library of Scotland map images area is very feature rich. So I'm just going to look at it map finding with marker pin, and beyond just using a marker pin to move around, which I can just move this pin here and find somewhere to do a map on. You can see as it moves around. I actually type in the name here, which I find more convenient. So close this again, and here is the marker automatically moved to Hull. Now here on the right hand side, as you can see, the square illuminates the map here, different maps that are available to me. I can just zoom into this one here. And the level of detail on this site is very impressive, so I can zoom into this map of Hull You can see the street names. I can go in very, very close. And that's available on all the maps. And back out here and choose another map. See, this is downtown Hull. Again, we can zoom right in and see this. So in addition to looking at the historical profile of somewhere, I now can look at exactly where my ancestor lived. So we have 3 sites, GenUki, FamilySearch and the National Library of Scotland, that together will help us build context around our British ancestors' lives. Now I want to add some flavour to that context, and we'll go to a surprising place. We'll go to Facebook. Now I use Facebook extensively in my research. It gives me a really good context for the social fabric of the place that I'm researching. And most towns and cities in the US, UK and Europe have at least one Facebook page dedicated to that place. Many have numerous Facebook pages dedicated to industry, history, sports clubs. So anyway, here I am back at Hull, and there's about 4 or 5 different sites in Hull. I'm a member of a number of them. So this is Hull the Good Old Days, and I'm also a member of one that's Hull Graveyards, Cemeteries and Burial Grounds. Now these pop up all the time and they're very useful. There's a number of very helpful people on these sites which will look up in local graveyards where people are buried. They will look up in the records to see which compartment they're buried in. So look for the specialist sites for the areas you're researching. But on the main history sites, people post pictures, post stories, that kind of stuff. And you can always search this. So let's say I'm looking for Columbus Street, which is an area in Hull that I'm looking to research. I can search this off, I did earlier. And people have posted photographs of Columbus Street. In fact, I did a posting some time ago, a year ago, about World War I in Hull. And there's posting of people of Columbus Street. So that's just an example of how you can use Facebook now to draw in the social fabric. Maybe with permission, use some photographs. You may even find some old relatives. So Facebook again is a huge resource when you're researching social history for locations of your family. Now, who would have thought Facebook could offer so many insights into our family story? It really is an underutilized tool. And finally, let's embrace the power of AI to deepen our understanding of our family. Now, there are many AI engines around to help genealogists, from improving photographs, the translation, the transcription, to helping where to find records in archives. Here, as we're looking at locations, I'll use the simplest AI engine around, which is Bing. Bing Copilot is called now. And I've already typed in my question and got a response, because sometimes there's a lag. But I asked basically Bing to tell me about Hull, England in the 19th century. Now you can ask it any question about any location. So you had specific questions about industry or the environment or living conditions, you would get the response here. And you can see Copilot responded to this question by giving me information about the waterways, population and social life, immigration. And not only that, at the bottom here is giving me some other links that I can go to find out more information to round out my location profile. So there we have it, 5 simple and free tools that we can use to help do the basic research on pretty much any location in the UK. I guarantee by using this approach, you'll feel close to your ancestors' lives. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll be able to subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.